name is Tony Zhang. I'm the Chief Strategist here at OptionsPlay, and I want to show you how you can maximize your OptionsPlay add-on at StockCharts.com to find fully personalized trading strategies and option strategies in under a couple of seconds using the new Strategy Center. The first thing you have to do is build your custom scan using the Advanced Scan Workbench. So I want to walk you through how I do that using some of the predefined scans as a starting point, and then show you how you can overlay any custom option strategy on the results of your scans so that you find the best option strategies that are personalized completely to you. Let's start off by taking a look at the Advanced Scan Workbench. This is the tool that you can use to build your own custom technical scans using the StockCharts engine. Now, for most traders, this might be a daunting starting point to figure out what indicators do you want to use, what parameters do you want to use. So I always encourage for users who are doing this for the first time to use the sample scan library. What this gives you is a list of predefined scans that you can use as inspiration or as starting points for helping you build your own custom scans. And one that I specifically love using are these new highs or relative highs. And what this gives me an understanding of stocks that are outperforming the S&P 500 over a certain period of time. It's easy to scan for stocks that are making new 52-week highs, but a lot of times by the time that happens, you're very late to the game. I want to find stocks that are outperforming much earlier. So I'm going to use the outperforming 3-month relative highs. I'm going to click on Edit, because that allows me to take a look at how that scan was constructed, and then I can maybe layer in some additional things that are important to me. So one of the things that's great thing about the Strategy Workbench is that you don't have to understand the actual syntax of how this works. It does help in terms of if you really want to fully customize it, but you can build all of these properties using the scan components at the bottom. So for example, what's really important to me when I'm scanning for opportunities are looking for stocks that are optionable. And I can use that under ticker properties, select optionable, and click on add. And what it does is simply adds a filter for scanning for stocks that are outperforming the S&P 500 over the last 3 months that are also optionable. The other thing I like to do is I like to use the scooter ranking to help me sort out or filter out some of the best performing stocks. So what I don't really want are stocks that are making new 52-week highs, because in my opinion, that's already too late to the game. So what I can use is I can add the scooter ranking and say that I'm going to remove anything that's greater than, let's say, 85. And what that does is it kind of takes out the top 15% of performing stocks in the market and only shows me stocks that are perhaps earlier on in their outperformance of the S&P 500. So let's run this scan and see what we get. So here, as you can see, out of the thousands of names that I can potentially trade today, there are 60 names that match this particular result. And what I love about the StockCharts platform is that when I get a list of 60 stocks, normally I have to take these stocks and plug it one by one into a charting package or one by one into some type of analytics tool to better understand which one of these would I like to trade. But that's really where Sharp Charts or Candle Glance gives me a quick view into these particular stocks and where each one of them, what the chart setup looks like, so that I can quickly eyeball what are the opportunities and which stocks I might want to trade. But more importantly, what I like to do here is I like to save these to a chart list. You can either save it to a chart list as a one-off, or what I like to do is when I use the Technical Scan Workbench, I like to save these into predefined scans, into scheduled scans. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this scan as a specific scan. I'm going to call it a 3-month outperform. I'm going to save this particular scan. And then what I'm going to go to is my scheduled scans. And I'm going to make sure that every single day, this scan gets run once a day on the close, and I want to save it to an existing chart list. So I'm going to replace this 3-month chart list every single day so that this chart list every single day after the close is always updated with the latest symbols out of my scan. This way I don't have to remember to go run a scan. It just automatically replaces the chart list, And this is incredibly helpful because after the close, it doesn't matter whether if I'm in front of a computer or if I'm on my phone, I can always I can always look through the full list of stocks that meets my 3-month scan criteria, look through that list and know which ones I want to trade. It just automatically is delivered to me instantly after the close so that I don't have to go looking for it. I don't have to go searching for it. It is brought to me on my plate. Now, this is really where I think it doesn't end. We want to now trade option strategies on this. So let's go to the OptionsPlay Strategy Center, where I can now take this custom watch list, custom chart list that I have built that is automatically built for me every single day and overlay an option strategy on it. So let's go down into my chart list. I'm going to select my 3-month outperforming chart list. And what this does is it takes those 60 symbols, plugs it into here, and now it's going to be able to merge it for any option strategy that I like to trade. Now, these are outperforming stocks. So maybe this is a stock that I might want to buy maybe a short-dated call option on, and maybe I like to get really aggressive with my strike prices. I can even select how much I'm willing to risk. So let's say I'm only willing to risk $1,000 on these kind of more speculative trades. I can click on Update, and now that list of 60 stocks is going to be sorted for me based on what are the cheapest 21-day aggressive call options that I can purchase that risk no more than $1,000. And I have a list of stocks that go from top to bottom so that basically I can know, instead of looking through all 60 stocks, I'm looking at HYG, I'm looking at Microsoft, I'm looking at EFA. These are the stocks that are outperforming the S&P 500 over the last 3 months. These have relatively cheap call options in order for me to purchase, and that gives me a good understanding of making sure that I'm trading the best possible opportunities for the specific criteria that I am looking for. Now, you can customize the scans themselves. You can customize the strategies. So, for example, if you like to sell options instead of buying options, you can sell maybe a bull put spread on this list of securities, and now it will re-rank that list of stocks based on which ones have the best bull put spreads in order to sell. So CF Industries collects 37% of the vertical width, and all the credit spreads basically collect less and less as you go down. And you can choose how you want to structure your strategies, your expiration date, your strike price, even your risk tolerance. And it does all of the work for you in under 2 seconds. So fully customize trading strategies and option strategies in under 2 seconds using the OptionsPlay Strategy Center that is now available to you at StockCharts.com. So check it out.